Well, 2 weeks after the explosion and fire at the Valero Port Arthur refinery, new state records show the air pollution was far worse than first reported. The Texas Commission on Environmental Quality released their final air emission event report from the powerful blast, which released thousands of pounds of pollutants. Good evening, I'm Nick Canizales.
And I'm Cladra Rhodes. 12 News reporter Spencer Plato spoke to an environmental health expert who says these chemicals are harmful to public health.
Nick, Cladra, the TCEQ now says these emissions lasted more than 244 hours and released more than 157,000 pounds of chemicals into the air.
They have been left in a dangerous situation. They have no idea what they were actually being exposed to over the course of this emergency.
New details are emerging about what was in that thick plume of smoke in Port Arthur on March 23rd and the days following. New TCEQ findings show the emissions event lasted more than 10 days, nearly 7 times longer than initially reported, with more than 157,000 pounds of chemicals released.
Look at the flares. Look at the flare.
Much of it through flaring.
Are essentially there to expel and burn off any other vulnerable hydrocarbons that are still in the system so that they don't also lose control of that energy and lead to more explosions or more fires.
The report also adds newly listed chemicals like benzene, ethylene, carbon monoxide, and nitrogen oxides.
Carbon monoxide, if you're exposed to too high a concentration of it, that's instant death. That's suffocation. Nitrogen oxide can be a severe irritant for people with lung ailments, for anybody that breathes air, but particularly folks who have sensitivities to breathing. But then we were talking about things like benzene. Benzene's nasty stuff. Benzene is a cancer-causing chemical.
Environmental health advocates say the biggest concern is accountability.
This was some sort of a fault, if this was an oversight, to really hold that facility accountable to operating in a safe way. Our ability to do that is severely compromised because we are lacking the basic information we need about what happened and what the impacts were.
The report says the fire was started from a release of fluid in the diesel hydrotreater, causing multiple process unit upsets. It says a formal investigation is currently ongoing. In studio, Spencer Plato, 12 News.